Anfield Wrap post-match pint after Liverpool 0, PSG 1. Liverpool have gone out of the Champions League on penalties at Anfield. A very disappointing evening. Here in the Glenbook, I'm Neil Dockin with George Trad, Phil Blundell. Phil, over the two legs, I don't think you can begrudge PSG the victory and their progress in the competition. They're a very impressive side. It is frustrating that I felt we played really quite well for an hour or so, created a glut of chances but couldn't put one of them away. But as the game progressed, I think they looked the most likely winner, and then obviously when it came to penalties that was the case.
Yeah, I've just seen the two. So Salah has two really good chances at 0-0. Puts them away, I think I think the tie probably dies because I think their heads go a bit. The crowd gets up and they're looking at it like, oh, we need to score two just to get to extra time here. And one's a good block from Mendes, one he just puts around the post. They're not like stinkers, but I would have liked to have seen them.
At this level, I think if Mo Salah has two chances
in a game like this, you probably need to put them in the back of the net and go from there. It's, as you say, over the course of the two games, don't think we can have too many complaints. They're a more complete team, I think, than us in some respect in terms of the top level of European football. Like because of what we've done this season, we have forgotten to an extent about this being the manager's first season. Him having got no players that he wants, and there's still things that are being figured out in terms of figuring things out. I was really surprised that we went with the team we did after watching the game last week.
Did you think you'd go with Jones and Szoboszlai?
I don't know. I feel like there were three options, and I had them ranked 1, 2, and 3, and he went with 3.
Yeah. For me, it's either Nunes, Jones and Szoboszlai, or...
But maybe even there might have been 4 options, and he didn't. He's gone with the 4th preference, the 3rd one being the Diaz and Gakpo thing, which I probably would have preferred. To that, he could have played Nunes as centre forward. He was poor when he came on, but I think starting him might have been a different matter. Could have played Szoboszlai and McAllister and Jones at 3 and with Gravenberch. Didn't do that. I just thought we made it a bit easy for them in terms of what we did. Jota had no real physical presence. He couldn't stretch them in behind. It just felt a bit like it was the same. I felt like I watched not the same as last week for 60 minutes, but quite similar in terms of how easy it was for them to get out, how hard it was for them to push them back, how hard it was for them to keep us on the ball. And I do wonder if he had the time again, if he'd pick that team again.
I think there was the same gap, the same limitations displayed compared to their physicality, compared to their speed, ability to move the ball quickly, ability to play out of tight spaces. And
that midfielder there, you can't put them under pressure.
You can't.
You can't roll them. You can't hassle them.
Mate, they were press resistant like I've never seen. Their ability to play in tight spaces was the best I've seen for a number of years. I mean, probably since we played them last week. They were really good in midfield, and where we try to eke out advantage when it comes to opposition, where we put pressure on the ball, where we press high. And I just don't think we had the physicality tonight, and I think they exposed that time and time and time again, to the point that when it got to 60, 70 minutes, I think we ran out of legs, and I think we ran out of ideas because we ran out of legs. And I thought we really suffered for the last hour of the game. And even when it went to extra time, I think there was a lack of belief on the pitch, there was a lack of belief in the stands, and I just, it felt like there was an inevitability to what was going to happen tonight. From my perspective, I never once thought we can turn this round, we can see this through. We didn't demonstrate at any point that there was going to be an ability to raise our game over the level that we were demonstrating throughout the match. And they got what they deserved. And I'm not critical of the manager. I think when we saw last week, when we saw the ability, he's got an A++ for this year, and he's demonstrated time and time again that when things aren't going our way, he's got the in-game ability to go away, to adapt things, to change shape, to drop deep, to bring on different personnel, to provide us with a different solution. And he's done that so many times this season, particularly when we've gone behind in games. And I think there was a question of physical ability, there was a question of fatigue. All their players didn't play 90 minutes at the weekend. They rested half their team.
They rested 8 of them,
reality
didn't they?
They probably haven't played 90 minutes in the league all
I know,
season,
and it really showed. Our team is a team that we've stuck to the same 11 for big games, and I did expect him to shore up the midfield a little bit tonight, but listen, he knows his squad, he knows their physical limitations, he knows who's in the red zone and who isn't, and he's trusted his players tonight. But I don't think it was a question of desire or ability. I think it was a question of legs tonight, and that's why we've suffered.
YouTube, press the button, become a member of the Anfield Wrap from the heart of the city of Liverpool. The best way to enjoy all your Liverpool-based videos, everything you need, every single day. It is the Anfield Wrap.